Surprise, motherfucker. What's up? This is Venger Satanis. How's it going? I haven't made a video in a few days, and I've got the new and hopefully improved Inappropriate Characters show tonight. So, I don't know. I just thought I'll make a quick video today and upload that. It gives you guys something to watch. I've been working on these dice. What I did is these pips were just white. They were just plain white. So I decided to do a little, I don't know, dice craft project. And first I colored in the pips like a lavender with just acrylic paint. And then I used my eldest daughter's what do you call it? Fingernail polish, and just use like, I don't know, like a toothpick, and just like dab that into little pips on top. So I don't know. Hopefully, I've got half the batch is done because I bought one of those cubes from, I don't know, Chessex or whatever, that had like 36 like tiny D6s. So, yeah, they're half painted, and then the other half, well, they're all painted, and half have the fingernail polish on them, and then I have to do the other half. But so far, they turned out pretty cool. Long time ago, I tried to do something similar with these paint pens, but they were oil-based, and they got all over, and then I used like paint thinner, like turpentine, to clean them, and then they never felt right, and they never smelled right, even after I washed them like half a dozen times in soap and water. I just had to throw that set of dice out, unfortunately. But these look and feel good, so yeah, I'm gonna keep them, and I'll let you know if once that project is completed. But I got these 3 test dice. I just washed these with some warm water and soap, just to see what would happen. There's some, they're not tacky. There is a little bits of residual sparkle on the edges, like outside the pips, because of the fingernail polish that I wiped away, but didn't get like 100%. But it doesn't feel terrible. It doesn't feel like sticky or whatever, which I was worried about. So yeah, so far so good. That's really cool. One of the reasons I did these dice and these specific colors is because of the Lavender Moon dice mechanic that I recently added to Crimson Dragon Slayer D20 Revised. So yeah, I updated that PDF. That's still free. It's always been free, always will be free on DriveThruRPG. So if you've downloaded it already, re-download it to get the newest version. I think it's cool. Basically, throughout the life of the character, it's specifically for the player characters, the PCs. So throughout the life of the PC, you get a total of 7 of these Lavender Moon dice, and they're all D6s. And so if you roll it, and I'm not going to tell you everything because you can just read it. It's like 3 paragraphs. But these allow you to accomplish like a mighty deed or an epic feat, or something nigh impossible that you'd be hard pressed to accomplish just by rolling an attack dice, or even the game master. It's the type of thing where you'd be like, I want to do this. It's like a cold shot plus like some sort of trick shooting plus a stunt maneuver. And most of the time the game master's like, no, you can't do that. Or like, okay, you can roll a d20. If you roll a natural 20, or maybe if you roll like an 18 or above, you'd make it. But they don't have any kind of like bearing on like how to adjudicate a miracle. That's not just something that even someone that believes in rulings rather than rules would have like in their notes or on the top of their head. But this is, that's what it's for. It's for doing, crazy, impossible things. Not only is it limited, because it's limited to 70s little babies, like I said, throughout the life of the character. So if one session or one attempted action you use up 3, then you only have 4 left. There's also downsides. There's downsides and benefits depending on what you roll. So we play tested a different version of that, the original idea I had at VentureCon just this last weekend. And it went well, but I realized that it didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. So I tweaked it, and now I think it's where it needs to be. So yeah, re-download that, or download it for the first time if you haven't already. Try it out, and let me know what you think. I would love to hear your feedback in a review, in a blog post, a video, session reports, just talking about it on social media like Twitter or Discord or Reddit or whatever. Yeah, let me know. That'd be great. I would like to get more reviews. So if you've recently discovered or read or played or GM'd some of my things, something by Corthalis Publishing, write a review, give it a little star, hopefully 5-star review, and write a little sentence, 2, 3, 4 sentences on what you thought of it, what you liked about it. I'd love to have your feedback. I'd love to have more reviews, and I think that helps too with people looking to see if they want to buy it, or even if it's free, if they're looking to see if they want to download it and take a chance on it, because money isn't the only currency we value. We also value time and energy, and it takes both of those to dive into any RPG product. So I appreciate when people give my stuff a chance, and I don't want to disappoint them. Hopefully I haven't. So yeah, let me know. I'm recently back on Twitter. That's a whole thing. I'll talk about that tonight on Inappropriate Characters. I was recently banned from the RPG Pub role-playing game forum because people on the forum goad me into talking about politics. Really, it's just, for when I post there, it's usually just like a troll site. I'll post something that I'm interested in or excited about or want to let other people know in good faith, and then people come out of the woodwork to just like rip on me mercilessly. I haven't done anything to them. In the post, I'm not posting anything offensive or inappropriate or whatever, and they just come out of the woodwork to give me a hard time and try to ridicule me for, I don't know if they get their kicks out of that. I don't know why, or maybe they've heard that I'm whatever in some other place of the internet, and so now they're like, oh yeah, this guy's bad, let's attack him. And so people bring up politics, and then I respond, and then my responses get flagged, and yeah, apparently they'd had enough of that. Especially when usually they lock the thread, but they did this last time too. Like, I'll post something, they'll rip on me, I respond, they'll usually find fault with whatever my response was, or they'll rip on me more, or try to, and then I respond back to them, and I'm basically winning, and they don't like that, and then they lock the thread, And sometimes they'll give me a warning because, like, oh my God, you brought up politics. I'm like, yeah, because you guys brought up politics. I'm responding in kind, and I get the blame for that. But this time I've been permanently banned. Apparently, I can't look at anything anytime I access the site. It's just like, oh, you've been banned for consistently bringing up politics, which I don't know. Yeah, I've already discussed that. Anyway. So, yeah, once more, onto the breach, dear friends. I think I've been banned from places as probably as much as RPG Pundit, maybe as many times or as many places as Zach Smith. I don't know. It's a lot. Annoying, but that is the insular, fragile, leftist snowflake scene or community hobby that we have. Yeah, it's chock full of I don't know, weak-willed, limp-wristed leftists that can't hold their own, and so I don't know. They get their kicks out of attacking people and gatekeeping, and after they infiltrate our hobby, they set up their own rules and demand that everybody follow them or else, which is stupid. So, what else is it that I want to talk about? I'm still trying to find a venue for VentureCon 3, and I'll make this brief. But interestingly, so the hotel, there was a conflict with one of the days of the hotel that we've done it at the last 2 years. And I went to a different but similar hotel like about 5 miles away and saw the place and asked them for a tour, got the numbers, and was waiting for some sort of confirmation like, oh yeah, this is available and this is a contract or whatever. And that same day that the other hotel wasn't available, this one is also not available. Like all the rooms, so it's not just like a small or medium-sized wedding party. It's just like everything in the hotel is like meeting space, convention type rooms, everything is booked up. So either there's some group that's so massive that they need multiple hotels nearby each other and renting like everything, or there's some group that is holding multiple hotels because they want one and they don't know which one yet. They're trying to keep their options open or something like that. So I've let both hotels know that that's my theory, and I would love to know what the response is, because the second hotel said that they were going to find out if the group that had their rooms held for that particular day was going to act on that, or if they wanted to pass. They couldn't just like hold it in perpetuity, and leave everybody in limbo. So we'll see. Tomorrow's Monday. I assume I'll know by Tuesday. And assuming I'm right, and this one group wants one hotel, if they choose the new one, then I'll take the old one. If they choose the old one, I'm happy to take the new one. If for whatever reason they take both, then I'll have to find a third option, which is fine. We have a year, so plenty of time. That's why you start on this kind of thing a year out, because little things like that crop up, and which is weird because there were vacancies in the hotel that we ran VentureCon out of, like that weekend. Like it wasn't all booked up, the spaces that we weren't in. Sometimes they were, like some nights they had like a wedding or some sports thing, a reunion or whatever. And then at least one of those nights or during the day, they had nothing. So a year out, that just seems weird, that both those hotels, and especially that it's the same day. So anyway, that's my theory. yeah, we'll see. I should know soon. I think that's it. So watch us tonight on Inappropriate Characters. We got our new co-host. That RPG pundit and I are gonna break in. Like a freshman at a frat party, I guess. And yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, check out Crimson Dragon Slayer D20 revised, and read about the Lavender Moon Dice, and let me know how that goes. If you use it, also let me know. And hopefully people are still using Crimson Escalation, because since I co-invented that with Rob Couture, I've used it in every single combat since then. So that's like 111 uses I've had in the last, I don't even know, 18 months, 2 years. So and it's worked great for me. I mean, I've never even considered not using it. That's how wonderfully amazing it is for that third pillar of not only D&D but all, is it all role-playing games? I don't know. Does every role-playing game have the three pillars of the traditional sense? I think so. Of course, not everything uses like a critical or D20, but for every game that does, everything games like D&D, that's OSR or whatever, Crimson Escalation will improve, I'd say by at least 15%, will improve your battles, your combat, that whole third pillar. It just makes D&D better, and D&D like games. So that's all the games, the DCC and Swords of Wizardry and Labyrinth Lore and whatever, the other 100 games that are like that. So yeah, if you haven't tried it, definitely try it. It's free. It's a free PDF on drive-thru, just like Crimson Dragon Slayer D20 revised. If you have tried it, let people know how much you love it, because I'm sure there are literally millions of people out in 5th edition land that have not been exposed to it, that have no idea, or maybe they've heard about it but haven't tried it. Whatever. Let those people know. Have them try it. Make a video. Especially if you have a larger channel. Talk about that stuff, because it should revolutionize D&D combat for all time, because for D&D combat, it is literally the greatest accomplishment or achievement I've had the privilege to take part in. It's that great. And more people should know about it and use it, because there's really no downside. I mean, you have to keep track, every round, that like, oh, this is the second round. But players can do that. I see a door opening. There's a child! All right, I gotta go. Have a good one.